Down pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 6 catches, 103 in the yardage department.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Caught by Wilson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
27 yards there, a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 4 yards out, and the Saints have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They go play action here on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll set up a throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll set up to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to watch as he's put together this type of a season. And to me, you have to figure, with so many games remaining, I think he'll breeze past 5,000 yards. Could he challenge the all-time record? Maybe even bump it up closer to 6,000 yards? I can't wait to watch. And the way he's playing, I wouldn't put it past him.
Now back to throw. Steps away. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And that's a big number. It is going to be touchdown pass number 50 for him on the year. Just 5 shy now of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for most touchdown passes in one season. He hit on the big one on that last drive. Touchdown pass number 50 on the season. What a year he's put together, and he'll try to build on it here. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This one taken in by Olave. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
That could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So that touchdown pass number 51 for him on the year, and it moves him past 2 guys at 50, 2 of the best ever, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Brady had 50 in 2007, and Mahomes did it in 2018. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's closing in on 300 yards passing already in this first half as he'll take over here on 1st down. They'll throw now on the final play. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin with a rematch from Super Bowl 50 in Santa Clara, as it's the losers of that game, Carolina.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a completion to Wilson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. High throw, but the catch is made.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
The pass caught by Olave.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Juwan Johnson.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here?
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Khalil Mack.
And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there.
Touchdown, Saints! From 13 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
A quarterback is not supposed to be able to do this. He's not supposed to be able to take the ball to run like that and not get run down by the defense before scoring.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So finals.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New Orleans,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.